Good day, my beautiful angels. We're starting the energies as we go into almost our third week almost of March of 2024. This is your general angelic tarot and oracle reading for the sign of Sagittarius. Please give me a thumbs up, share, like, and comment. It doesn't cost you anything. My channel is not monetized, so you can show your appreciation by sharing, liking, and commenting. Cards of blessing prayed for and shuffled before all of my readings to save time. Heavenly Father, guard my spirit and my energy. Bless those who come to the channel, and may those who need to receive these messages receive them accordingly. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, cleansing energies both in your space and mine as we start a new week. What is the general messages for Sagittarius? Well, first we're starting out with the card of balance, that maintaining balance is imperative for not only your self-care but mine as well. We must fill our cup in order to give to others. Take the time now. That's just basically saying, as we all should know, and balance, remember balance was a discussion on this weekend's reading, and I really firmly believe when we get these type of cohesive or messages that connect, repeating the same type of message but in different ways through different cards and different venues, it's there for importance. It's there to say, yes, this is something that you need to work upon. So definitely having balance in our life is something that we need to focus on during these last weeks of March. Having balance in these early spring months is going to really help us as we start sprucing and getting ready for spring and getting all that energy that we're going to need to enjoy for the summertime, right? We want to harvest and do everything to have a great summer, but we're going to need that energy. So many of us, we're going to have to release a lot of things that is keeping us down or kind of depleting our energy. So I definitely understand why balance seems to be a continuous message from the weekend, and now it's rolling right into our weekday, that maintaining balance is imperative. So it's not that like we have an option. Imperative means it's crucial, it's needed, it's dire. Having balance and even energy in your life, equality, duality is so important. We can do many things by ourselves, but when we can do it with others or we do it for others, it really fulfills our destiny. You must fill your cup in order to give to others. Take the time now. So remember, it's not that we do things so much for ourselves. And sometimes when God gives us the opportunity to be wealthy or to be healthy, to be philanthropic, or to be in the figurative speech of being a healer or a reader, these gifts and properties and blessings are given to us not only just to afford us and to make our family and ourselves individually happy, but it's given to us so that we have the ability to help those who cannot help themselves, or to guide and to show others and to care for others who may be in lack, who may be in need, who may not be in the right state of mind or be in the right stage of their life to receive the light or to understand where their light or purpose is in this world. So just think, everything that you do for you, you're also doing it so that you can have the ability to do it for others. But if you don't do it for yourself, you're not going to have anything to be able to extend to someone else. As parents, we want to take care of our children. We want to extend that love through our family line to our grandchildren. But if we don't have it to give to them, who will? So that's why you see so many parents believe in generational wealth, why we work really hard to achieve that balance in our life so that we are healthy, so that we can keep going on, right? And providing for our family and our extended family. In addition, we get the card of feminine. Shedding tears doesn't make you weak. Allow yourself to feel the emotion and then release them in your highest good. And you know, I like the fact that we got this feminine card, because a lot of men, and I have now again some male Saggies that are following the channel, and thank you for that. You don't tap into your feminine side. A lot of guys think, it's kind of weakening or shallow for them to cry. Why not? you have emotions, you have feelings, you get hurt, you have the capacity to love, you suffer disappointment. So yes, you have the ability, and yes, you have the desire and need to shed those tears, to shed the negative feelings, to let out the anguish that you suffer. Men suffer through divorce, men suffer through ailments, right, and disappointments and heartbreaks, just like women do. But of course, we always tend to focus on the female, but we also have to give, if we want to truly work in a balanced state, we also have to look at our male partner, our male children, the males that are around our circle or in our life. They too have feelings and they too have emotions. And being a healer, being a person of light, you can give a safe space for a fellow male friend or confidant to feel that they can have feelings and show their emotions and don't feel like it's making them any less a man. No, it makes you more of a man, that you're tapping into your feminine side. We both have the male and female energy upon us, so why not use it? Don't hold it in and become ill, or become even more bitter and filled with anguish. So I love that we got this reminder this week. As we look to achieve balance, we must tap into our feminine sides, both male and females. It doesn't make you weak to cry. Allow yourself to feel the emotions and whatever you're going through in life or experiencing, and then learn how to release them. Experience them, then release them. It works out for your highest good. We then go on this week to work with the buck moon. It's time to regenerate. Sit back and relax, knowing that everything will rebuild with time, bigger and better than before. So I love the sequence of the energy that is starting out for this week, continuing with the weekend message of achieving balance, us shedding some things, taking a little bit off our plate, because some of us are so overextended. We're overdoing things, we're putting too much on our plate, and that is causing us to be weak, to be physically weak, to be physically drawn. It's giving us the unequal balance that is not allowing us to fulfill the things that we want to do in this life. Once we can work on our balance and achieve that healthy flow, we can then tap into our feminine energies, regardless if we're a man or a woman, looking into our emotions, dealing with our emotions, not running away from them, but accepting them, working through them. And then once we've worked through it, we let it go. Because then we have to start working on regeneration, rebuilding. Now that we've achieved our balance and we've let go of the things that don't serve us, or we've gotten off our plate all the excess burden that is upon us, and now we've looked at our emotions, we took the time to cry for the things or people that we had to say goodbye to, or we took the time to deal with our hurt and sorrow for pain that either was caused to us or we caused. Now we talk about regenerating, rebuilding, not necessarily sometimes from where you're at, but where you're going to be or where you need to be. Time to relax, taking time to know that as you rebuild, things that you've lost, people that have gone, will be replaced with bigger things and even more people. So if you take time to really look at your life as you achieve the balance and as you clean house, so to speak, be honest with yourself. Anytime you did that, down the line, you saw your blessings become multiple. You had more than what you actually lost. You gained. So sometimes you have to lose in the beginning. You have to purge a little and get rid of some things that don't apply to your life or are in your way, or that are being a burden to you or don't apply to where you are in your life or where you're going, so that the things that will apply to you can manifest. And not only manifest, but manifest in a big, big way. At the bottom of the deck with the dark moon, let go and call in. This is the time of the month to let go of what no longer, here we go, what are we saying again? No longer serves you. And call in what you want to replace it all at once. Let go and call in. This is the time of the month to let go of what no matter, oh, you think serves you, but actually no longer serves you, and call in what you want to replace it with all at once. That is the dark moon energy. I'm really starting to love this deck, and for those of you who curious, this was by Maria Leggett of Unveiled. Back in 2021, she gifted me this deck, and I'm really starting to use it, and I really like the properties of it. Let's go to the middle of the deck. We get the beautiful blue moon. Stop waiting for the exact right time to do what you want, Sagittarius. Make the time to be happy now. In this moment, use the good dishes. Hint, hint. What does that mean? Come on. Didn't your mom or your grandma, your pappy, or pop or umbrella, or your Nina and Nino say, oh no, those are the good dishes. No, that's my good lingerie, right? Always putting it aside for another day, that special day. Do we know if that special day is ever going to come, or if that special day actually exists, right? And we keep putting things aside. Oh no, well, this is for that special moment. We don't even know if we're going to be here in that special moment at that particular time. Use those good dishes now. Enjoy them. They're collecting dust on your your kitchen cabinet, or your china cabinet. The good lingerie that you've been putting away for a special occasion. Wear it. We have to start enjoying life now and stop storing up things for the future. As 1111, the angelic number, the most highest angelic number that we all relate to, came upon the camera as I said that. Yes, think about the future and plan for it if you must, but don't spend so much time storing everything for the future that you forget to live now. This is what we are guaranteed. This moment that we're speaking, this hour, this moment, we don't know what's going to happen in the next 2 seconds. So those good dishes, that brand new car that you have sitting in the driveway that you refuse to drive, all the things that you're storing up for that new home or that new adventure, start using it. Enjoy it. So many people spend so much of their time and money, right? They suffer from imbalance in their life because they've worked multiple jobs and had so many outlets to make money, to buy all these material things, and then before you know it, they're gone. And who do they leave it to? They leave it to other people who might not even use it or appreciate it. So that is such a nice message to kind of round up everything, what achieving balance can do for you. It can free you up the time so that you can enjoy life now. And don't worry so much about tomorrow, because tomorrow is a whole nother issue. We have to make sure that tomorrow is even going to come. But we know we have today. So I love that. The other messages we get for this week is this beautiful card of Unity, 34, the energy of 7, showing you the yin yang in the beautiful graphic of it. Archangel Raguel wants you to understand that you are one with the universe. You are part of this planet. You have a purpose. Your DNA, your purpose, your light is needed. And once you realize and come to the acceptance that you are part of God's plan, you will do great things. With the Annual Protection Card 32 for the energy of 5, Archangel Ariel is saying to you, with the opportunities to be of service to animals. Many of you live in farms. You might own a farm, you work on a farm, you have farm land. There might be zoos, there might be a lot of stray animals. Some of you might have the ability to take care of animals that came from like third world countries or storm areas. Like when there's a lot of hurricanes and stuff like that, there's a lot of perishing. Upon that, a lot of animals are left alone and homeless. So this is a calling for you as a child of God, a servant of God, to give protection to the animals. Archangel Ariel is giving you and showing you that there is a need for you as an empath, as a healer, as a child of God, to look out for displaced animals and animals in need. Even if you can't personally take care of the animal or keep the animal in your own home or surroundings, be of assistance to at least care for it somewhere else or to find home for these animals. With the message of hope, the energy of 9, Archangel Phanuel, I've never heard that angel before, Phanuel, is granting you the faith and strength you need during this time. For some of you, Phanuel is coming in to remind you that the hope that you need, because some of you might be feeling a little weak, maybe due to illness or just due to the overabundance of burden and strife and struggles that you're going through, whether you're going through it because it's your own personal problems or problems from your extended family, like your children, your grandchildren, your in-laws. Call out to your archangels, especially Phanuel here, who's giving you the opportunity of hope, that there is hope for you to be able to get everything together, to release the stress, to release the excess burdens, for you to find a way out of no way. And sometimes we just got to let go and let God take the wheel and not try to do everything. But there is hope as long as you have faith. At the bottom of this deck, we get the message of authentic communication, energy of 30, which turns out to be 3. Archangel Gabriel is urging you to speak your truth. That is something that Sagittarius, we must do. And that's usually the only thing we know how to do. So if you're a Sagittarius and you haven't been speaking your authentic truth, lately you've been telling a little bit of white lies maybe to make someone else feel better. Speak your truth. Stand behind it. Don't let other people put you in a bubble or tease you or make you feel out of place because you might not agree with what their sentiments are. You can only speak from your heart and what you believe. For working career, we get stability. Many of you are on a stable path when it comes to your finances. Continue to take control of that. It's an excellent time for those of you who are in a great space financially to invest and maybe find other opportunities to make money or to invest your money. We get be a sport. First time I've gotten this card since I've been owning this deck. You're being asked to have more fun or focus on being a team player. You could be great in any sports career or in the field of health and fitness. Improve your finances by considering working as a team or doing collaborations. So be a sport. This means some of you, even when you work in a team setting, when it pertains to your career, you know, not every time you're going to have players on the team that you agree with, but to be a good sportsmanship and to, when you work in a team, the main thing is the goal of the team. We have to put our pride aside and work with the team. So just a little reminder this week as you go to work and, those particular coworkers that you don't necessarily, jive with and you kind of stay away with them. If you have to interact with them in a particular project, be a team player and just do what you have to do for the benefit of the firm and yourself. Some of you might have to focus being a team player physically if you play sports. Some of you might actually be sports players, or you could work in a sport arena as a director or coach. Sometimes, again, it's not always going to be what Sagittarius wants, but we kind of have to find a happy medium in the middle to work with others. We also get the energy of retail. Some of you might be thinking about taking on a second job or furthering your career in retail. It doesn't mean necessarily that you want to be a cashier or a supervisor. You might want to be in higher management, work for a retail chain of finance, but you have the green light if there's a need for you to work in retail or if you want to pursue that as a second career. It can also include e-commerce where you're working and selling stuff online. So save time and energy and add some passive income for those of you that have the time and it's not going to be overburdened, and you can balance it only if you can balance it by taking your business online. So for some of you who are readers or spiritualists, or again, you have some type of craft or trade, great time for you to open that Etsy shop. Maybe get that YouTube channel. Go on Tumblr, go on TikTok. There's so many avenues. You could open up your own, website, your own .com or your .org. So there are ways for you to make opportunities, again, as long as they're not overstressing you and overburdening you, and you can have a healthy balance and flow. At the bottom, we get there is something better. For many of you, when it comes to your career, there is definitely something better that you can pursue. Take your time, research, network, and see what is available to you out there. Before we go to the tarot, let's get cards from this deck. Honest work. It's okay to have a job that's not glamorous. As long as it's honest work, get some experience to help you move up in the future. Success is a process, not a quick fix. And what I like about this card, this reminds many of us, sometimes you have to swallow your pride, right? In situations, how many times top executives have lost their jobs, their companies have crumbled and had to start at the bottom, right? Had to be a cashier, a bartender. Don't look any job, in any particular negative way because it's not that 100 grand or $2,000 a year job that you had. A job is a job. As long as it's an honest job and you're making honest pay, do it. It pays the bills, it gets the job done, and at least there's some type of income coming in. So don't be spiteful and feel that you're better than any position that's being offered to you, especially when you're in between jobs or you're looking at termination or some separation from an employer. Having some money coming in that is honest money, again, you'll work your way back up. As long as you're skillful and you're talented and you're a hard worker, trust me, you will get back to where you were, and even more so. That was even said earlier in the reading. So some of you might be going through this downsizing of a firm, loss of income, loss of position, and you find yourself starting right back from where you began many years ago. You will get back on your feet. You just got to be patient and work through the process. But don't turn anything down that is honest work. With the card of looking, it's okay to look for better work. Be discreet in your search. You need to be aligned with your life purpose to be fully satisfied. So a lot of you, the reason why you're not happy with the jobs that you've been in the current, years or past months is because you're not living or working a job that satisfies your truth and your purpose. Look for other work if you're not happy, but do so discreetly. Don't tell other people what you're doing. You know my motto, don't tell the right hand what the left hand is doing. But look and continue to do the honest work, right? And you can continue looking, but know that if you're not happy somewhere, please don't stay in a job that you're not happy in and it's not your ultimate goal, especially if you feel you're being underpaid, you're being taken advantage of in a way that is not proper or financially sustainable to you. Okay, you have the opportunity and the right to get great work and to do beautiful things. Just do it in silence, and until you can get better and do better, you work with what you have. Last card from this deck, we get give and take. Be open to giving and receiving to keep the flow of abundance going. Yes, giving and taking. Like I said, sometimes we've got to work for employers, and we have employees that work with us that is not our cup of tea. Thank God we don't have to go home with them, right? But we've all got to make money. We all have families to take care of, bills to pay. So you've got to learn to give and take. Sometimes you got to put on that Colgate smile, even if you don't mean it. So be open to giving and receiving to keep the flow of abundance going, meaning the flow of your money coming in, right? Keeping the lights on. Give someone a chance and ask for what your heart desires. That's also talking about giving and taking in relationships. You both have to be able to speak and understand each other's love language, and it's not always going to be what you want just as much as it's not going to be or what your partner wants at any particular time in your relationship. Okay, as we come to a close, let's see what the energies say with the tarot. You start out with the Death card. So there's going to be the end, as there should be with some things this week. It could lead to maybe some loss within your circle of family. We'll see where that goes. But we have the Death card. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the the Eight of Swords, and then we have the Two of Wands. So yes, many of you are really concerned about where you are in life, where you need to be, where you want to be, opposed to where you are, looking at the opportunities that you have, appreciative of what you have, but knowing that in your heart and soul, again, you might not be where you want to be in life, or you have a desire to do better and be better, and hey, go for it. So you're making decisions, you're standing on your ground and your principles, but you are looking at other opportunities, which could also mean moving, transporting yourself to a different state or country, leaving a job, leaving a partnership. We do know that many of you are trying to achieve that balance. The Two of Wands definitely gives you that foundation to stand on. So, your equilibrium and everything is on an active flow and a great pace when you are balanced. With the Death card following that and the Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords, you know, we see an end of a situation this week. Something is coming to a close. Could be a relationship, could be you doing too much. You're putting an end to overextending yourself and trying to be everything to everybody, and taking on multiple tasks when you really can't do it anymore. You're physically drained, you're emotionally tired. So for many of you, this is where you're looking at the opportunities that you have, ones that maybe you need to let go, and others you can replace with something better or something less stressful. But you are going to be putting an end to some things in these coming weeks before we even get to the full throttle of spring. With the Four of Swords, as you put things to an end and you go forward, what is going to be most important to you is holding on what is vitally important to you. And that's, for many of you, is going to be your finances. Life is so unsettling. Life is so unsure. And for many of us, we have to be very careful how we spend our money. So who's spending your money in the proper fashion, and again, buying out of need and not necessity, in the sense that we're just buying to be buying or keeping up with the Joneses, is very, very important. So for many of you, you could be putting an end to being too tight with your money, right? Maybe living a little, because like we said, why are we putting up all our money and buying all these material things to leave for others? No. Yes, save, but don't be a hoarder. Don't put everything away. Take some of that money and live. Travel, buy a home, get your favorite car, do things, gift it to others, enjoy it with others. But don't save it all again for this special day, this special time, this special moment, when you don't even know that special time or moment exists, or that it's going to come, or if it comes, that you'll be here whole to enjoy it. So yes, be conservative, hold on to things, grow your money, save your money, but also learn to live and enjoy what you've worked so hard for. It is so sad to see people not enjoy their life, and they've worked so much to have a good life. And then finally, ending with the Eight of Swords, a lot of you are stuck in your mindset of your life, how you want things done, how you look at people, what your idea of relationships and interacting with others, and how, again, you proceed towards your purpose. And for a lot of you, you're really blind to the idea of what true life and living is. Some of you need to be focused with this Two of Wands energy, where you're stable and you're grounded and your eyes are open, looking vastly out into the world, to the opportunities, to the blessings and everything that is out there for you. If you stay closed mind, just buying, and holding on to everything and being so desperate, that you feel like if you don't get everything and do everything, your life has no importance, you're going to be left in the dark continuously with your blinders on, because you're not seeing what life is really about. You're not seeing what your true purpose is. You're not looking out beyond your world and your immediate circle to what is available to you. What if you stopped holding on so tight to the things that you own or that you're grabbing for, and use them and enjoy them and travel and see the world, and involve yourself with other people and other energies, and really let people see the beauty of the life that you have and the beauty of the person that you are. So it's talking about having an awakening of yourself by removing the blind, because a lot of us, we like to shield ourselves from the things that we know we're afraid of. Don't be afraid. Have faith, have hope, right? We had Archangel Phanuel come in and say, he's here to give you hope. So ask him to give you that hope, to believe in the future, and to take the blinders off and to see what is out there in the world, and be able to live a little, if not live a lot. But don't keep buying and saving and putting away for a rainy day or this special moment that might never come. Enjoy it in the now. The last card we get, the middle of the deck, is the Queen of Wands. You're standing on this principle. You know you have the power, the wisdom. You've come so far in many of your journeys to get to be where you are. So yes, Live your life with your truth. Live your life, but only just live your life for you, Sagittarius. Live your life with the purpose to be helpful and kind to others. Remember, we have these spiritual gifts that are so endearing to others, right? And for many of you, this could be where you're looking to see, where can I give these gifts? Who can I help? We got the message that there are animals that need to help. So even if you can't help God's children, you can help the animals. The animals were created by God, right? So there's always a way for you to give back, especially when you've been blessed with so much in life, rather than just storing it away for a special moment, a special time. Give it to others. Share a little bit with others, or enjoy it yourself now while you have this moment, this guaranteed moment of life, because we don't know when or what the future may or may not bring. May you have a blessed and a fantastic, healthy, and prosperous week.